Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back to throw again. That caught by Trimble. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, yeah.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
That's what it is.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
That's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Craig, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Here's Jones on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
We got four. We got four. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. And we're going 37's the Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Barkley, a first down and more. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A final shot before break. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. Past the 20.
Bring in the second spring.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Craig. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
From the gun, Jones. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jones now from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. 30. 10. 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Jones throwing on first down. Open man here is Benson. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down. That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Being chased out left. And he's got his big tight end here. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Like 22, he's coming. 22.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
24 is the mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Looking for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Benson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw. Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Back to throw. Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Jones. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jones. He completes it to Beckham. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because
it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Come to my world. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Oh, yeah.
Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. 1st down and more for Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1.